So talking about startup ideas, you can technically get them anywhere. You can be walking, you can be running, you might just be sitting in your office, or you might even be in toilet. And once that idea comes in our mind, we always think that, okay, this is something that can change the world. We always think that this is something that can change my life. This can establish myself as a successful startup entrepreneur, because we never criticize ourselves. We never think about the downsides whenever we are thinking about, or when you are actually working on a startup idea. It's only when people come and tell us about the downsides of it, or people come and come with criticism, that's when we actually realize that this might not be as worth as I had thought in the beginning. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to validate your startup idea. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how do you really make sure that the kind of idea or the product that you're building, the service or the product that you're building is worth giving your time. So before I get started, I really want you to make sure that you're subscribed to our channel, because YouTube analytics tell us that more than 75% of people who are watching our videos have not subscribed. And it really works as a motivation for us if we see the subscriber count going up. And if you're already subscribed to our channel, thank you very much for that. And it'll be really great if you can refer any of your friends or family members to watch our videos or to subscribe to our channel, so that they also have access to the kind of content that we have been building for more than a year and a half now. Getting back to the video now, the first thing that you actually need to make sure when you're validating your startup idea is to be very, very specific, is to be very, very clear about the kind of problem that you're solving. You have to be very clear about the pain points that you're solving. And in most of the cases, when entrepreneurs start up and they actually start up solving the kind of problems that they have faced themselves. So if you have faced one problem yourself, that is one thing that you can really explain about that problem, that you can really think about the solution that you have to that problem. And you can also connect to the potential customers, the potential future customers that you have for that idea, or for that product or service. So this is one thing very, very specific. This is one thing very, very important when you are right now beginning. Be very clear. Note down the kind of idea, note down the problem that you're solving, note down the pain points that you are actually solving, the pain points that you are addressing, and also make sure who your target customers are going to be. Because target customers, a lot of time we have an amazing product, you have an amazing execution, you have an amazing team, but you don't know who are the people to sell to. So I think in a couple of my live videos, people have asked me about the fashion, the online grooming consultation for men or women. So this is a kind of idea. If I just use this as an example, this is a kind of idea which middle class Indians or middle class people won't really be very keen about, because middle class people really need to take care of their EMIs. They have to take care of their bills, they have to take care of their kids' education. They don't really have the extra funds that they will invest to actually get the personal grooming guide. But the HNIs, or people who are in the top 0.5% or the top 1%, they might really look for that service, because they are very conscious about their image, because they really care about how they look in public. So this is if I'm talking about I'm giving this as an example. If you're looking for something like fashion grooming consultation, in that case you are very, very certain, you are very specific that you're only targeting the first 0.5% of the richest people in India, or anywhere in the world. In that case, whenever maybe if you're working on something like this, just make sure to go to these people, look up, talk to them about your idea, give them a little bit of idea about your startup, and tell them, will they really use a service like this? Or even if they say that okay, they will use some sort of service like this, will they pay for it, and how much are they ready to pay for this? This is something, because a lot of people might just tell you that okay, this is an amazing product. A lot of people might just appreciate your products, or about the kind of efforts that you're putting in, or about the kind of startup that you're building. But when it comes to paying, when it comes to actually subscribing to that and paying that the one-time fee or the monthly fee, whatever that you're about to charge, that is when people actually change their mind. So don't really take, whenever someone just is appreciating your startup, don't take that as validation. Maybe sign up them as your early customers. Maybe just give them access to whatever you're building at 50% off rate for the first year, and then see that okay, this is something that we are just doing for feedback. Maybe just even charge them 10% of it. Maybe just charge them 25% of it. But the thing is, just try to get ideas, try to get feedback from the people who you think are really going to be your target customers. If you think that you don't have a prototype, if you think you don't have a service, just get started and really ask them about what do they really need in something like this. What are the kind of pain points that they have, and what is something that for using they won't mind paying. And once you have started building your product, just keep them in the loop. Just keep giving them updates about what you're building. Just keep giving them access to whatever the kind of product that you have built. Another thing that you really need to make sure is have that core idea, that core feature of your product or service that you think will make you big. don't look at the add-ons, don't look at the other things which will make you scale. Talking about, let's say, Facebook started as just a social network which actually meant to connect people. Now we have a lot of things on Facebook. You can just go game, you can watch videos, you can advertise, you can reach out to your potential customers. You have a lot of things. But the moment Facebook started, it was just a simple social media website. When you're actually beginning, you have to make sure that you have to build your core product. You have to be very, very careful about your core product, and you have to make sure that the core product that you are doing is the best in class. Apart from that, the other thing that you have to make sure when you are building, when you are just starting, make sure that who are the other people who are your competitors. Are there any competitors? If there are competitors, what are the things that they're doing wrong? What are the things that you can do better? Or at times we also think that, okay, we have no competitors. We have no other company which is working in this stage. The whole market is ours, and we can just go out there and just capture the whole market in 1 or 2 years, and we'll be just successful. In that case, you really need to figure out that if no company has started in this space or no company has survived in this space, what is the reason that you see no other company working in that space, working in that market? And there will be some sort of downsides that no company has actually looked to start up in that space. So a lot of times we don't really look at those negative things. Maybe there were 10 different companies who started in the exact same space that you're thinking, and they could not survive for more than a year or two, or maybe they could not raise funds. So another way to validate your idea is obviously to have a network of people who you think will be helpful in building your startup idea. It might be entrepreneurs, it might be investors that you would want to raise investment from, or it might just be people around in your circle. And always reach out to them, look for their feedback, look for the kind of pain points, look for the negative and positive both sort of feedback, look at the kind of feedback that they're giving, which you have to make sure to implement when you're building your startup. And also about whenever you're reaching out to anyone, be it your investors, be it your fellow entrepreneurs, be it the people in your network, or be it the customers that you are really talking to, always ask them why. What is that one thing, that unique thing which stands out to them in your startup idea? And always it could be positive or negative. It could be anything, which will always help you to actually build your startup. But when you're asking them why, you will always have to get those fresh perspectives. You will always have to get those fresh ideas about your startup. A lot of things which you might not even realize about your startup. A lot of time, let's say there is a service that you're selling and the customer says that, okay, I'll be willing to pay for this service, but it will be really great if you can also add this service, just with that, and I won't mind paying a little bit extra. Or maybe if you think that is feasible, you can just have that another service also in the exact same price that you are offering them. So when you are actually going out and talking to a lot of people about one startup idea, you have that horizon of wisdom, you have that horizon of ideas, or horizon of things that you can actually implement in your startup idea, and that will really, really help you build your startup idea. So that's it. That was my idea about how to validate your startup. I really hope that you like the kind of content that I have been creating in the Startup 101 series, and it'll be really great if you can like and share this video. And if there is any query or feedback that you have, feel free to write in the comment box section. I'll be more than happy to reply to every single of them. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.